I remember as a kid, especially in a new school, being teased for the way I looked or what I wore. The fact that my parents never could afford good clothes for me. And I even remember when it was time for me to get glasses, and the only pair of glasses we can afford were these like big, huge, like plastic clear granny glasses. I mean, they really look like granny glasses. And I wouldn't wear them. So I chose to be blind rather than wear them in class because of how bad the teasing was, which was horrible because I like literally couldn't see. So I think that now what I know as an adult, knowing what I know, I would definitely speak up, and I would say to these kids, you know what, it's not cool. This is me. I'm proud of it. Deal with it if you can't handle it, but this is me. Stop it. Stop teasing me. I don't like it. The other thing that I think really helped was having a good group of friends. And sometimes a good group could literally just be one friend. I found that if you find one friend, it just makes such a difference, you know, because you can talk to that one friend, and the experience of being teased becomes so much more bearable and smaller and diminished in power when you have a person you can talk to. So go and find that one friend. And a lot of times for me, that one friend was even just a book. Like, I was a new kid in so many schools that I didn't always have a friend, but I always had the library. And this is why I love libraries so much, is because those books were my friends. Those characters in the stories were my dear, dear friends. So another way I dealt with teasing, being bullied, was through writing, you know, because I found that people couldn't get to me if my mind was somewhere else, right? If my spirit and my whole psyche was in a story, you could not get to me because I was literally not even there. I was like thinking about a story. And sometimes I found that that was such a great way to have an outlet and to like have something that I was in control of. I wasn't in control of this world, but I was in control of another world through my writing. So finding that hobby, finding that one friend, even if it is a book, those make all the difference. You know, you can also find other sort of techniques like talking to the person, talking to the teacher, talking to another person about what happened. All these are wonderful techniques. And if you have to laugh it off, I mean, sometimes humor is a way for us to cope in the moment. And I'm not saying there's a universal way to deal with teasing for every single kid, because there just isn't. Some of us, we do want to move on and not be confrontational because that would add more anxiety to us. And that's fine if that works for you. I just think as an adult now, having gone through much of my childhood being teased and having sort of laughed a lot of it off, that in hindsight, I would have felt better if I maybe hadn't. And I had actually the courage and bravery to say, like Mia does, knock it off. And I think that's one of the things that's so brave about Mia, is that she does tell Jason consistently to knock it off. She like stands up to him. And I think that's just so bold and wonderful and amazing of her. And that's why I'm always rooting for her. I hope you guys are too. And that's why I think we all relate to her in our own way.